sword in truth and in sincerity, with over perceiving mercy for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent uses the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling called Jesus, is about to make his journey upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment and sin. Some go straight to this lesson concerning various signs and particular sign that I want to point out concerning earthquakes. And since of recent days, the earthquakes have been much more frequent from Philippines to out here in the Caribbean and out to Venezuela. And as we have said, these are all birth pains. These are all signs of the end. Regardless if you can see and understand what's transpiring, that's why Yahweh Shai set up pastors according to his art to feed them with knowledge and understanding to declare the end of this age. So this is 2 Esdras 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, and the Lord of various signs of how he might visit the earth which he made. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproar of the people in the world, and we are literally in the times in which these things are transpiring now before your eyes, yo. Yeah, various protests and riots are going in a certain part of Europe right now. We're not even get heavy heavy press or every news report on it. And a lot of people, they're unaware of what these signs represent. These signs represent the end of this current age. That's why when Yahushua was at the Mount of Olives and the disciples went unto him and asked him, when shall these things be? And when shall be the sign of thy coming out of the end of the world? Yahushua listed out various signs, and earthquakes, famine, pestilence were some of these signs. And we're seeing these things transpiring now, day by day. So now we'll continue. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world at the beginning and the end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. And you're looking at the signs right now playing out. So let me show you what's going on.
0.1 magnitude earthquake rocking Venezuela, and separate quakes reported in California and Japan. I want to show you some of the video. We are just now getting into it.
Did you hear that? Separate quakes reported in California and Japan.
The 7.1 magnitude earthquake rocking Venezuela, and separate quakes reported in California and Japan. I want to show you some of the video. We are just now getting into it. These chaotic moments on the streets of Caracas, dust filling the air after the capital there in Venezuela felt that intense shaking. You see people walking around.
So far that there, California and Japan, so far they have various earthquakes shaking. Well, the scripture tell you, earthquakes in diverse places. That is what's playing out now.
Some of them looking confused. A baseball game coming to a halt. People running for safety. You see the light fixture up there swaying. People running for safety to the center of the field. Just hours before that, we saw a 5.6 quake hitting Northern California, knocking shelves of food to the ground. We're also following a 6.9 quake in Japan with tsunami advisories in effect there. There's a lot going on, a lot to watch. We've got Bill Karen standing by. But I want to start with Aaron Gilchrist joining us now, because it seems that the most significant of these is the one that just happened late today in Venezuela. Aaron, what do we know about the possibility of any injuries, about how people are doing there?
Less than an hour ago, this happened, Hallie, and at this point, there aren't any reports about any serious injuries or any major damage having happened here. But obviously, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake is a major earthquake, and this was one that happened a little after 6 o'clock Eastern time, apparently in the northwestern part of Venezuela. So putting it very much near the coast of Venezuela, the Caribbean coast of Venezuela. There are reports that there could have been some of the shaking felt in parts of Colombia, and as you've been saying, this video that we're seeing now out of the Caracas area, which is more than 100 miles away from where we believe the epicenter of this earthquake was, and still we see the shaking. You see people who felt that shaking running into the streets, getting reports about buildings with cracks potentially in some of these buildings. We've been hearing reports about bottles being knocked off of shelves in stores in this area, and obviously people very much concerned about their safety, running into the streets, trying to get to safe spaces, potentially to open spaces in case there were any buildings that might collapse. And again, at this point, an hour after this earthquake happened, we are not getting any reports about any buildings that have collapsed or seen any major damage, or any reports about people having been injured. Hallie, there are alerts that have been posted by the National Weather Service in this country about the potential for tsunamis in this area. An earthquake of this magnitude near the coast could potentially send waves to neighboring islands into the Caribbean Netherlands, into Aruba. There are reports about advisories at least being posted for Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands to be on the lookout for potentially tsunami waves. Hallie.
Aaron Gilchrist, we'll look to see if we get more video coming in.
So as you can see, the tragic earthquake which struck Venezuela. The Mandawa a tsunami alert right now. A tsunami watch. But as we have said countless times, you're going to see more of these signs playing out day by day. Regardless if you want to believe what we are saying, these are done by Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. So I'm not going to make this video long. Just showing you what's going on, showing you the prophecies are coming to pass. You know, we don't want to be war, we don't want to be pestilence, we don't want to be famine, we don't want to be earthquakes. The scripture said all these are the beginning of sorrows. So hope this is edifying for the body. With that I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Yahweh Kodash. Shalom.